Are we? Well then, you know what Tuesdays are for?
What are Tuesdays for?
Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Tiara, your host, as always. Twitch is just being a little bit of shenanigans, but hey, the gang's all here. My name is Matt Tiara, your host, as always. We have the return of the Beanied one from the lower decks.
What's
Gerard
up, baby?
Barrera.
How's it going? What's going on, my freaking nerds? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Hey, how's it going? How are you?
Surprisingly enough, over the past week, the beanie did not come out.
So
I've
weird.
I've missed the beanie a little bit.
Wait,
Yeah.
We'll discuss that. But that is the returning after a time off is the babyface one, Theo Wolski.
I even shaved today just to get rid of the awfulness that was on my face.
Get out of here.
That was
Get
even
outta here.
pointed out by Pierre last time. So we'll talk about that too.
Ooh. Alrighty. And then, of course, our maitre d' of services, the man with the couch, the Lion's Mane, Jason Baledio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going? Welcome back, Theo.
Is that another new
Miss you.
couch?
No, it's been it's a new couch as of late. I think it's like a month or two old.
Yeah.
But welcome back, Theo. Miss you, my man.
I don't remember the
yeah.
cross pattern on the cushion. Okay.
No, no, because
Yeah, it is.
it's a new one. I've been trying to change the color every so often too. You know,
Jason, what's your shirt? Is that a stormtrooper?
yeah, of course. It's the song
Was
that
it say?
said I had friends on that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
know
love
what?
it.
So
That will be
That's
perfect
so
because
sad.
we will be talking Clerks 3. So that's actually going to fit perfectly.
That's so sad.
So we already know, kind of judging by the title, is CGN goes to San Diego Comic-Con. What Theo and Gerard were up to, we kind of talked about it leading up to this week. So you know what? I'm going to ask Jason. Jason, how was your week?
It's been the same. Good news. I'm not gonna save it for later today. At the end, but somebody beat a game that me and Jerry had started playing.
Oh my god. You just
So
gave it
I'm
away
on New
already.
Game Plus.
You
I
gave
am
it away
over
already.
Boom! Just
Sekiro
right off the
challenge.
bat. You're welcome, CGN family. Right off the bat.
You beat it?
I beat it, but
Nice,
I
yo.
got the quote unquote bad ending, the shortcut ending.
You survived the game.
I mean, I cut
Pretty
the
much.
game. I went through let's say 60% of the game, and there was a choice
Yeah.
that you have to make. Hold on. There's a choice.
And that, ladies and gentlemen,
That's
is,
California
Long
for ya.
Beach's
Yeah,
finest in the
that's
background.
LPPD right there.
Nice.
You know, they send out everybody the victory parade for me getting the bad ending, but still an ending. So still beat.
No,
Sekiro
dude.
Yeah,
today.
that still counts for sure, dude.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, so I'm
That's
going
insane.
through
Good for you.
going through New Game Plus. So my week has so far been pretty okay.
You're
Okay.
even going through New Game Plus with it,
Yeah, dude.
Oh wow.
Come on,
okay.
man. I'm I want to see
Dedicated.
what the
You're
rest of the
dedicated.
game, the rest of the game, or at least a better ending. Because this ending, as much as it was, obviously, spoiler, it's been out for a while. I got the Shura ending, which is he goes on a berserk rampage and starts killing everything,
Okay.
everyone.
Oh.
All right.
So it's I want to get a good ending, you know.
That's fair.
Maybe
So-
we'll think about the platinum.
But you
We'll think
could have
about the
gone with
platinum.
the other ending without needing it be New Game Plus, right? Or no?
Yeah, but I'd have to keep it would keep going. The story would keep going. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just like a cheater way to say, hey, I beat the game, but
Yeah. Because
still
there are a
beat the
lot of
game.
little.
their way of saying is you've put in enough hours. We'll let you off easy now.
Yeah. 'Cause
You've
there are a lot
earned
of little
this.
Mhm. side missions and other enemies that you can revisit
Yeah,
and kill them permanently.
yeah.
So,
yeah.
You can revisit.
Yeah, that's how
things,
screwed
you
up the
can
game
get-
is.
You can get stronger versions of later in the game, and
Yeah.
obviously different bosses as well.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, good for
Yeah.
you, man. No, that's awesome.
So
Yeah, I wanted to break that news, just bam, God. Gotcha.
He needed it.
Band-Aid.
He needed to steal some of the Comic-Con
Yeah,
thunder.
and as
mean,
always, hit that
yeah.
like and subscribe button.
So tonight, just let the folks know we're gonna talk a little Marvel. We're gonna talk a little Star Trek. We're gonna
Sorry,
talk a little.
Jason.
We're gonna talk a little Clerks 3
Yeah.
because some
Yep.
folks got to go hang out in Hall H where all the action happens. And
Somebody also
was
chickened
awesome.
out of a huge opportunity to give a hug to Kevin Smith.
Yeah. I
Wait,
like, dude, I was actually gonna mention, like, secretly, I
It's
what
a
is
massive
this?
opportunity.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
asked him twice as
like,
we
no
were walking
joke.
by.
Like,
Yeah.
bro.
like, no, yeah, dude, no joke, like, not even 5 feet.
Yeah.
Not even
okay,
5
hold
feet
on.
away.
So
Yeah.
officially to this point, I'm the only one out of this group that has had an interaction with Jay and Silent Bob.
I
No,
don't
no,
count what we
no.
had as an interaction,
we met
so you're good.
Jason Mewes.
Yeah, no, I was saying Jason Mewes, like,
Yeah.
but I actually took a photo with him and actually pissed with him for a second.
No,
So,
We still met Jason Mewes.
Ironically, I saw Jason Mewes at a liquor store.
it's
Oh, no way.
LA
Oh, that's
Awesome.
sick.
on the way to go to
That's
Evo.
so meta. That's
Ooh.
so
On the way
meta.
to go to Evo, like maybe like
Oh,
4,
cool.
5, 6 years ago. Like,
hey, I gotta ask, did you guys make sure to see Simpson Fan 89 while you were at San Diego Comic-Con? Since he was there working San
Yes.
Diego Comic-Con?
Absolutely. We
Good.
totally saw Josh.
good,
Yes.
Good.
good.
Josh spent
Good.
Josh gratefully took
Josh, I
time in
know,
between
I
his
chickened out.
shifts to see us, as well
Yeah.
as spent a good made sure to send us off right at the end.
Yeah,
of
it was,
at
dude,
the end of it. So
It was so
yes,
great.
we
seeing
appreciate
Josh.
Josh.
Yes, thank you so much, dude.
Hmm.
And thank you again for the poster. That's definitely going to be getting framed.
So are we gonna and tonight also we gonna be able to do a little collector's corner?
I mean, if we're gonna make this like a 3-hour episode, sure. I did pick out just kind of like my
I can definitely
tops.
like they're pretty close by. Like I can definitely give you like a top 3
Okay.
item, but yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I didn't go too crazy. I feel like I did pretty well, but I'm surprised at what I bought most of though.
Mhm.
Well,
Well-
I mean, I'm pretty even on the figure. So yeah, I mean the other side of what I
Okay, we'll get
purchased.
there. And Josh, the boys will all be together in LA first weekend in November. So
November.
you won't have to travel all
right.
the way down to San Diego to see us.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is go to LA. Just saying. But let's just dive into Comic-Con. So before we get to the Hall H stuff that you guys got to see, which when I found out you guys went to the Trek panel,
Oh, dude,
I
it
was a
was
little
great.
jealous.
It was
was so
actually
good.
out of
Overall-
complete happenstance. Like we
Yeah.
didn't even actually know it was happening.
But it was
Hey.
epic, dude. It was cool.
But let's talk overall thoughts on Comic-Con, because this is your first real full
yeah.
full experience
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
to finish.
Yeah.
So how was it?
Like overall it was amazing. I think like Theo and I think went in like let's try like first day, let's ask questions and like really figure out like a lot of tips, a lot of tricks, like as much as we could. And we did. And I think we got a lot of good information to be ready for like next year.
Oh yeah,
I think it was
yeah.
kind of disappointing for you guys to not know that you had to get tickets to the major merch booths.
Yeah, that definitely we definitely we went in on, or since we got there on Wednesday and we didn't have preview day, we went ahead and knocked out getting the COVID vaccination verification wristbands and kind of like get the lay of the land.
Yeah.
But like even just walking around, like this is a testament about the community that goes to San Diego Comic-Con.
That's also
Even
what I wanted to mention
even
too.
walking along the way, like everybody was open to questions, and even like we asked a question is like, hey, do we even like need our badge to prove so we get the wristband? They're like, no, and we happened to be walking the same way, and they even took the time and remembered us and is like, oh, and pulled us aside. It's like, oh, here, go to this one. You don't need to walk all the way to the end. So it was like just the little things that people went out of the way to help somebody with new and like not even know a stranger was so good, because we met some great people in line. We got some great tips, and some of the tips even helped us out with getting into Hall 8.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, just like the overall atmosphere, like everyone is like helpful and like more than willing to like, have you done this or did you check this out? Like,
yeah, as long as you're respectful to everybody too.
Yeah. Like I would say, like we only saw maybe once or twice people being like kind of being out of line, just being like disrespectful.
Oh, that
unlike
God, that lady.
unlike E3.
Oh, that lady.
Unlike, yeah.
Well, I mean, like it's you're going to have those one in a million people.
Yeah,
yeah. But that's what was so like very noticeable, is just the overall atmosphere was just so helpful, and like everyone knew, like we're all nerds, like what are you looking for? Oh, that's over here. You're gonna want to wait here. Yeah, everyone was just so helpful.
Can I say that, you know, when you look, I saw a lot of people commenting about Comic-Con and stuff that came out over the weekend with some very anti-Semitic stuff that went towards Neil Druckmann and the devs at Naughty Dog. Why is it just seems like the general comic book and anime community, as well as even like the Star Trek community, seems far less toxic than what gaming community is right now?
I think it's because of like and Theo, you can attest to like maybe more on the anime side and stuff like that because you have more experience. But I think those shows, like for ever since they've started, have always started diverse and have always started pretty inclusive, like pretty ahead of their time. Even animes. So that would be my theory.
I actually am probably thinking that it's a little more petty than that why the community is so different, because I feel like the comic and like entertainment side, like really just movies, TV shows, put out more content than games, really. And that's kind of why like people get impatient and short-minded for being able to play that next game. Whereas like we went to Comic-Con and had like information overload, like we're set for the next 2 years. And not even really needing to wait, because like we watched one day of Marvel and we saw I Am Groot, and it was like, okay, I Am Groot's in 2 weeks, like it comes out the 5th. Like we're already getting stuff. So I think it might be petty with like granted, I don't know for sure, but like I kind of feel like it's a different level of content, really.
I think it's also just like the whole like competitiveness, because it's just you know, like you're either good or you're not, and then the ones that are not, especially if you play team games, you know, you're like, dude, you're holding the team down, like you're terrible, so forth, you know, and that just leads that negativity, and you know, just circle of negativity in that case, you know, like, oh, I'm trying, dude, you're terrible, you know, you uninstall, quit games.
To Jason's point, I guess, like and Jerry's point too, like I guess the comic and anime world has evolved past that too, because I mean, like even if you go back with like the sub versus dub debate and everything, I feel like that's been getting more lenient as well. It's just like, oh, okay, it's just a preference thing. Like I'm not going to judge you for watching dub.
I mean, we're still watching the same thing. You know? The only difference is that one you can listen to in the background, one you have to kind of pay more attention to.
That's exactly my point all the time.
You know, and all the time, like some like people are like, oh, you know, I watch a dub. I'm like, that's cool. You know, are you a sub or a dub person? I'm like, oh, I'm a sub person because, you know, I kind of want to hear what they envisioned it at the beginning, you know, like what they wanted to sound like.
And you get more emotion out of sub, I feel like, with those voice actors.
No, you still get the same amount in dub, but like some of the translation gets lost, obviously in
it doesn't get matched up.
So unless if it's an English cartoon that gets subtitled in a different language, you know, that sounds so weird. But if it's the same way, vice versa, you kind of want to get that original audio so you know exactly what they were supposed to sound like, which I mean, that's where I get, You know, like
Mhm.
obviously playing Sekiro, like I have it in Japanese with English subtitles, but I would probably be able to do it in English the same way. You
Mhm.
know, it's
Okay.
just
Okay.
you get these like little ticks just because like, oh, it's set in a Japanese era. It's set
Mhm.
in Japanese time. Like I kind of feel like it's weird having them talk in English in all this Japanese samurai stuff. Like it doesn't make sense to me. So
Yeah.
it's
Fair.
So let's spare Jason some pain, and let's
Go ahead.
start off with the House of Mouse. And
am I
Marvel.
gonna have to take a cigarette break right now? I mean, like, good lord,
Probably.
guys.
I mean, for the next like 10
Jason,
minutes.
just go
I'm
drop
just
a juice
saying,
real quick, dude.
Just
Like,
be
I mean-
open, bro. Just be open.
So-
Like,
No,
like-
you're gonna be able to
like-
make. I think
yeah,
to Jason's point, I think Marvel announced a ton.
yeah,
They
dude.
did.
They
did
they
very
have,
much.
they
Yeah.
they announced a ton, and they revealed what all of Phase 5, right? For the most
The
part,
rest of
Yeah.
the remaining of Phase 4, all of Phase 5, and
And
a
some of
teaser
seven,
of
and
Phase
part of
6.
6.
Yep.
So
6. I'm sorry. Yes, 6.
yeah, 6. So what we do know is that we're pretty much at the end of 4 now, Phase 4, and that this whole thing is going to be called the Multiverse Saga.
Yep.
We do know Phase 6 is going to start with Fantastic Four.
We're not even going to 5. We're just going straight into 6.
No, hold on. I'm just talking about this because there's a
We're
lot,
starting with
and-
the appetizer and then
We're-
moving into the
yeah,
Where-
because these
where's,
boys
like,
actually got to see some stuff for Phase 5.
Just
and
let
4
it
and
unfold.
just let
dude.
me-
okay, fine,
Let me unfold
fine,
it.
fine.
Okay.
You
and
think you're
Alright,
teasing them? It's like,
alright,
yes, we're
alright.
already at the end.
I know we're at
Right?
the end.
All right,
thank
let's-
goodness.
and then we know,
Phase 10.
we know that we're
Hold
getting and we know we're getting 2 Avenger movies at the back end of Phase 6, of
Yep.
which it was announced today that the director of Shang-Chi is going to be directing the Kang Dynasty.
Ooh, that'll
Cool.
be good.
So, but the bulk of the announcements really came out of Phase 5. So, what all did you guys get to actually see at the hall panel? Because I know you mentioned I Am Groot. You guys get to see that. You guys got to see all the
Yeah.
trailers.
We
Ant-Man.
Well, yeah.
We got to see a movie. I think we got to see every movie trailer for 5
Mhm.
and 1 or 2 for shows, but but we didn't get to see everything.
Was
So
that
we
like
got-
a 6-hour
so-
panel?
No, actually, they did it really quick in an hour and a half. Surprisingly
Oh
enough,
wow!
Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were
An hour and a half.
really on
Wow.
point with their organization. So we saw Ant-Man and Wasp and Quantumania,
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my god.
We saw the trailer, which they released recently too, is the full trailer for Wakanda Forever.
Yep.
Mhm.
Trailer for Secret Invasion, for that new show that's going to have
Oh,
all
that
the
is
the
the
crawls
one
and everything.
trailer that's not out in public.
Correct.
No, I thought most of them were not.
Just Secret Invasion is
was
the
not
only one.
dropped.
That's
Yeah,
not-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it hasn't even leaked yet, which is surprising.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so while sitting in Hall H, we did see a number of people, including myself, videotaping some pieces, but we were definitely courteous about not videotaping any of the trailers or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm. So, out of what you saw out of the Marvel panel, what was your favorite part, and what was your most surprising part?
Oh, okay. I know for me, and I think maybe for Jerry too. The most surprising part was seeing the Daredevil suit at the end of She-Hulk.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think that was.
yeah.
A nice
I
little
thought that
touch.
was the most surprising piece to see, because I didn't see that coming at all within She-Hulk.
Mhm.
We knew
No,
Daredevil
yeah.
was coming back soon with
Mhm.
Cox
With-
as
yeah,
the
with Charlie
actor, but
Cox.
I mean, to throw him in with and Jerry even spotted this before I did. I had to find a video that slowed it down, having homage to the original suit being yellow and red.
What?
Yeah, and
Yeah. I
the
didn't
She-Hulk
even see that
series.
as-
It's only caught
Yeah.
in the flip part, and then the zoom in is supposedly edited to not show the yellow. It's only when he flips
Oh.
in Just
Nice.
really, you got to really slow it down. But yeah, that's the
Okay.
most surprising part I had.
And
What
your
about you,
favorite
Jerry?
part, Theo?
Oh, my favorite part.
Yeah.
Oh shit. What was the? I'm trying to think the piece that I ended up punching Jerry's arm in excitement so much.
I think that was Guardians.
Guardians wanted to make me cry, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know if I want to say that's my favorite.
Oh my god.
I'm looking at Phase 5 right now just to see what everything's listed. I would say my favorite part that also was rather surprising was Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh yeah.
Because Bill Murray's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cameo. Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. How about
So
you, Jerry?
Jerry, what was your favorite and your most surprising?
My most surprising part, I would say, I would have to say the Daredevil part because, I don't think anybody saw that coming. Like that was a huge reaction. I would say my favorite was Guardians. That just hit the heart, and like, dude, I can't wait for you guys to see it because it like even just the trailer. I think like this is the one time I would save this trailer on every list because it was
the
just
trailer
done
released
so well.
or no?
No,
That trailer wasn't released.
That wasn't released. But I would definitely say Guardians was a big one, and then finally seeing Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, dude, it was cool, man. I feel like it gave you a lot to go on, but also a lot to question, and then of course you see like who the big bad is, and it was epic. Like that had to be like my favorite.
So Jason, for Phase 5, you had Ant-Man and the Wasp, you had Secret Invasion, you had Guardians, you had Echo, which is a spinoff of Hawkeye, Loki season 2, the Marvels, which is pretty much what Ms. Marvel set up as partial on that. You had Blade, Ironheart, which Ironheart is supposed to be introduced with Black Panther.
Yep.
You had Agatha and the what is it, the Covenant or whatever. You had Daredevil, and you had Captain America as Phase 5.
Oh, and as well as Thunderbolts at the end.
Oh yeah,
Thunderbolts got confirmed.
Yep. So Jason, you got a lot of Marvel to look forward to.
And this spans in what, 6 months? Like is it a 6 month span? Like
I'll put it this way: at least you probably decided to start One Piece at a good time since you got 1,000 episodes to catch up.
Right,
bro. Like I said, dude.
By the time you're done, we're into Phase 6, and you can just.
But by the time you guys are done, by the time I'm done catching up on One Piece, like it's gonna be like Phase 15, dude. I'm not even gonna like.
You probably.
It's not even gonna be phases anymore. It's just gonna be Saga 1, Saga 2. Like just, I don't even know. Like
and I can't wait.
Just
we're gonna watch it all, baby.
Right.
God, and then it was
so
what
much,
X-Men 97,
X-Men 97.
Like, dude, Jason, that's
Disney
the one.
Plus, yeah.
Like, no joke. That's the one thing I would really.
That's what I'm actually looking forward to.
Like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
like, we
watching.
even
That's
discussed that
childhood.
at the store. Yeah,
that's childhood.
Like, and bro, I'll send you some pics. Like, they even showed us the direction they're going, kind of who's gonna supposedly take over the team and the mansion, and the characters that are going to show up, and the villains, dude. And it's and the animation, like they're sticking towards the 90s animation, but it looks crispier. It just looks crispier. Like
clean.
Clean.
It has like a good medium between, like, if you ever watched the Marvel anime shows that they did, like how it's just a little over the touch with lines and everything. And if you mix that in with the original series, you got a good medium. And it's just
the animation's gonna look good.
Yeah. And that's the only one I'm kind of looking forward to, just because it's a childhood thing, man. Like I remember literally coming home from school and just be like, "Yo, dude, let me just pop this on."
Yeah.
Can they?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can they just release that on Saturday mornings So it really brings back their
Well,
childhood.
so they
That'd be
also made a really
amazing.
cool announcement on that too. So I don't know if it's already out now or if it's coming, but Disney Plus is re-releasing the X-Men cartoon
So
in chronological
In the
order,
correct order.
in the correct
Well,
order.
so what happened is when they put it out on Disney Plus months ago when Disney Plus launched, they
Uh-huh.
did it in the DVD order,
Right.
which did
Right.
not have the episodes in the correct order. So many people called them out on it. They've been working to fix that. So that's an
Yeah,
update
so
that
that
I
should
think
already
will
be
here.
fixed. Yeah.
It should be fixed, and it's going. The new show is going to start where it left off,
Yeah.
and we got a nice little kind of trailer of the voice actress that reprising the role as Rogue, the actor for Beast,
Oh,
Gambit,
like the OGs.
yeah, the OG
Yep.
voice actors are coming back. Who was there was one more, I believe.
I don't remember.
I forgot the other one, but yeah, so apparently some of the old original actors are coming back as the characters.
Yeah, they're definitely paying a lot of attention to the original fans for this
Yeah.
show.
So that
That
was a lot
is-
of fun. We got to see the first episode of What If season 2, and I am
Yeah, that was a good
I'm
surprise.
so
get to seeing
excited.
the entire episode.
yeah, that was epic. And I'm really excited for the next season. That's gonna
And
be
all of
fun.
this happened in an hour and a half.
So
Yeah.
there was
Well, that
2
was the other
days.
day.
So
Oh.
Saturday was Marvel Disney Plus, just Disney Plus, and then second day was Marvel MCU. So both were an hour and a half.
Yeah.
When you're looking at it, we've got George Buza for Beast. You said Rogue, so that's Lenore Zahn.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the names though that did a lot of these characters though back then are not like huge now. So that's awesome to see them coming back for
So it's going to
Yeah.
be the original, like
Their
the
roles.
old.
some
A
of their
lot of them are
original-
coming back.
A
Yeah.
lot of the
Yep.
old ones.
But
yeah.
Oh, man.
yeah. So it's gonna be good.
It's going to
dude.
be a nostalgia 1000, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah.
a nice opportunity that happened there was that we did get to exchange cards with the creators
Yeah.
of X-Men. So Julia and
Wait, you got their cards?
Yeah.
So shoot me the
Oh.
info so I can
yeah.
shoot
Really
them.
good.
and they,
Oh, yeah.
so-
and
And
Julia has
dude,
one
they
of,
were-
one of Jerry's cards.
Yeah, and they were the sweetest, like 2 people. They were like,
Yep.
I got a little teary eyed with them because I was like, dude, just thank you so much for my childhood, because that was my cartoon.
Yeah,
And
and they were
that- that-
definitely
That
Oh,
got
dude,
me
that
to
was
my
mine.
first comic.
and
Mine
they were
was
definitely
Sonic was
implying
X-Men.
that they want more voice about X-Men and everything to get out there to get everybody ready for it. So
Yeah, dude. Because
Yeah.
I could see them being open to getting on this thing.
well, let's look at
Yeah.
it. I mean, Jennifer Hale's going to be in it, which she was Femme Shepherd.
Mhm.
You have Catherine Disher as Jean Grey, George Buza, Adrian Hoff as Nightcrawler, Cal Dodd as Wolverine, Chris Britton as Mr. Sinister. So they've got a few.
Oh,
of the
that
roles
was
already
yeah,
out there.
that was the voice actor that was on it again. That was on the
Yeah.
trailer.
So I'm very much looking forward to it. I really hope they release it Saturday mornings because that's how
That would be
I
fun.
just-
That would
I
be
just
fun.
want to
Yeah.
It has to be
Fox-
7 a.m. on Saturday mornings.
Fox-
like
Saturday
literally
mornings,
both me and
man.
my wife were in the car driving, and I was like, yeah, like they're actually bringing back the old
And-
X-Men 97, and she's like, "Da-da-da-da-da-da," and I was like,
Dun,
yes.
Yep.
I mean, we all know that opening sequence, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's just, and that is true. I mean, Jerry, you brought your cards, which was a smart thing to do. And
Mhm.
yeah, shoot me their info and I will email them out
Oh,
invites
absolutely.
for the pod, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So let's move from Marvel. I know because we only got like another 30 minutes. It's kind of like when VK was
Thank
on last week.
God. Thank
If
God.
you watch anything Marvel, Jason, I think you and Rona would definitely enjoy I Am Group because they're shorts. They're
Oh,
shorts,
okay, shorts,
and they're
I can do
super
shorts.
adorable.
I can do
Yeah,
shorts.
they're
There's
very
one he's
funny.
super young.
Oh my
'Cause
God.
we got to
It's
see one of
Groot
those.
from Volume 2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we got to see
Well,
one of those
Teenage Groot.
shorts too.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
so
no, not
funny.
Teenage Group, Baby Group.
It's
Baby
baby.
Groot?
Oh, baby
It's
group.
Baby Group.
Okay. Nice. All right. So then you guys, like you mentioned, you guys didn't even know that the Star Trek panel was going on, which was hosted by Leia Thompson.
Yep.
who,
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
man, she still looks
she
good
looks good.
too. She looks great.
which for all those don't recognize that name, it's Back to the Future Leia Thompson. I
Yep.
mean,
Mhm.
you know, Marty's mom. So, which when I was talking to you, Jerry, about this, is that for those that follow Star Trek, know that she was actually in Picard season 2 as one of the Gen X board members that were basically throwing Soon out on his butt, so to speak.
Yeah.
And
which it was the-
she directed like 2 or 3 episodes.
which yeah. So with that though, they surprised a lot of people with there too. With Lower Decks is going to be going to DS9, which you guys got to see a little bit of a clip of, and I am totally
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah, that was
Um,
cool, dude.
You know, the
And
teaser trailer.
the whole cast was there actually too, except for
Lower
one.
Decks.
Yeah, from Lower Decks. They
Yeah.
were super funny.
It was Eugene,
Um,
right? Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene was
Yeah.
gone.
You got to there was the teaser trailer for Picard season 3, which is kind of funny because I just finished binging the entire season over the last couple of days. That's
Sweet.
why I didn't play much. So I am fully caught up and ready for that one. And I just started Strange New Worlds,
Mm.
which is
Nice, yeah.
fantastic. So
Yeah.
which that is takes place 5 years before Kirk
Yep.
Enterprise.
Oh, and
So-
like big news. So they also announced that Lower
Who's
Decks
Kirk?
and
That part.
and Strange New Worlds are actually going to have a crossover episode.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
my
I
Lord.
think,
They didn't necessarily
but
give
it's not what you
detail
think.
on
It's
whether or
not
not
the
it's going to be
cartoon.
animated or real life.
No, they said
they
that
teased back
we're
and
going to
forth.
see. I thought they said they're going to see those two.
No,
in live
Jack
action.
and what's her face were on there, like they were like, we're so ready to be on there.
Oh,
but
that's
but
right.
then
That's
Anson was
right.
kind of teasing. He's like, well, maybe we could be animated, like, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
they kind of went back and forth.
So
that's going to be fun.
which to me it's fantastic. I mean, I love the fact, like for me, because I've grown up with Star Trek, and it formed some of the major memories of my mom because we used to sit there and watch Next Generation weekly, and then DS9 weekly. So I go way back on that, and
that was like one of the one things I had with my my stepdad as well. Is like we bonded on Star Trek Generations, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. Like we watched it all together. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of getting back into it too. And I will say this: Strange New Worlds, for those that are out there that have not watched it yet, to go watch it. It is some of the best Trek.
Yeah, I got to start it.
That's been
I
done.
definitely have to start it.
Never been a
I
Trek
am in.
guy.
I never got into Trek either.
Yeah, never got a Trek.
Really?
I was telling Jerry I've only ever watched 2 movies.
Yeah.
And one was like the original with Shatner, and it was like movie 4, which is, so I didn't even see like the first one, and then it was like the third movie of New Generations with Picard. Like it's completely off in order.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw Star Trek 4, so that's the one where they go back in time.
I think it was 4. The one that they
It was the whales, right?
With they go to
whales?
SeaWorld.
Yeah, the whales.
Yeah, so that's where they go back in time.
the
Save
not
the
great
future to
one,
get the whale. And then Trek, or the Picard Trek era, the third one would be, well, if you count Generations, the third
I
one would
remember it had
be-
the same ship that we saw reprised in the Chris Pine Star Trek, the first one. That
I barely remember that one. I think I saw it, but I just barely remember it.
the enemy ship, that was the minor ship that was turned.
Oh,
Really?
similar looking. Okay, similar looking.
Yeah, similar
ship
looking
than,
ship, yeah.
That is Nemesis, the one where
That
he's got
sounds
the
right.
clone.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay,
right.
That's the worst one out of them.
That's Nemesis. Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy was the villain.
Yeah, that was Tom Hardy.
That was young
Dude,
Tom
what?
Hardy. Yeah,
That was baby. That was baby.
yeah,
Tom
that was
Hardy.
like baby
Oh
face.
my!
Tom
I'm gonna have to
Hardy.
look at screenshots of that now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro,
It
you're
is.
not gonna recognize him.
So definitely, I would say if you're gonna watch any Trek movies, I would say Undiscovered Country is one that I highly recommend. It's probably I think it's the best out of the original, and First Contact, where you actually
Yeah,
get to
First Contact's
see
good.
the Borg Queen and all that.
Yeah, that one
But you've
was good.
you've seen the new ones though, right, Theo?
Yeah,
The new
I've
Treks?
seen
Chris Pine?
all the Chris Pine ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I
So-
don't know where Strange New Worlds is at, but at least
Okay,
with
so
how
if
I
you're
was
looking-
implied, they haven't had Kirk yet, and they brought on
Kirk?
Paul Weasley on stage for Kirk.
So with that, you've got the way it all timeline fits out right now, it would go Star Trek Discovery,
Okay.
Right.
which is taking place around the time right before Strange New Worlds, because in Discovery, Pike is introduced,
Okay.
setting up Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds takes place 5 years before the original series. So it is those couple of years leading up to that.
And Discovery's still a recently
And-
released show too, right?
Yes.
Oh,
It
okay.
is.
Yeah.
Um, and then Strange New Worlds does introduce Kirk towards the
Mhm.
end of season 1.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Back when he was the captain of the Farragut. And then you have the original show, then you have Next Generation. Deep Space Nine kind of takes place at the same back end time of Next Generation. Then you've got Voyager. Oh, wait. Sorry, Enterprise goes before all of that because that was OG Starfleet.
Mm.
And Jason's like, I don't know.
Jason.
Dude, yeah. This is like
Oh,
Jason's like,
you know,
this is like Marvel to me.
this
So I was thinking,
point five.
is the older Marvel.
This is Marvel point
Yeah,
five,
right.
the origins of Marvel. This is how all
Right.
this
No, so
spinoff.
but yeah,
occurred.
Strange New Worlds is just really well written though too. Like set pieces are really good. You know, it focuses on the crew as well, like the original series did and stuff, and it makes a very good homage to the original series as well. So
Yeah.
I absolutely like. I love that the actor Anson. I forgot his last name, but he plays the captain. He plays Captain Pike. I've been following him since Hell on Wheels. That dude's awesome. So I definitely want. I'm definitely
Yeah.
going to start the series.
Anson Mount,
oh
just to help you out.
Oh,
yeah,
thank
I looked it
But
up
he
real
is-
quick.
he is
Thank
fantastic
you.
as Pike. Like, and I can understand why Pike is so revered in lore. Like after seeing
Yeah.
this, you know,
Like even in the
Um,
Chris Pine movies, like they did him right, like did him justice because
Yeah.
even that actor, he's awesome. So yeah, Pike
I
is a
thought
very
that was funny. There was a fan question to Anson about Pike.
yeah.
And whether or not the hair is going to get taller to like Johnny Bravo level.
'Cause
Dude,
he's a
no
Texas
joke.
boy,
Oh
I
my
guess.
God. I am not okay. I am not going to see that hair the same way anymore.
Yep. You're not going to
No
unsee
way.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh,
As soon as you put
damn.
on some sunglasses and maybe a black shirt, you got Johnny Bravo.
So funny.
Yeah, it is hilarious. Let me here you go really quick before we move on about Clerks 3. Here you go, Jerry. Look at that hair.
Yep.
It is totally Johnny
Damn.
Bravo.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I mean, I
I'm
feel
really
I
gonna-
feel like
Oh.
he's pretty much made it to something about Mary level, and he needs to exceed it.
Something
Yeah.
yeah.
And then finally, you know, out of some of the highlights of the panels and stuff, you got to see the Clerks 3 panel, did you not?
We did.
Not just the panel, but we got to see the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yes.
Wow.
Stuck.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And there's
It was-
zero, and what's really awesome is there's zero dialogue in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Classic.
Zero dialogue.
I-
They play My Chemical Romance's Black Parade for the first
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
And just
dude.
reintroducing
not-
everybody in it.
But it's not surprising though, because you got to figure the first few minutes of
Clerks 1 was the same
Clerks
way.
2. Well, Clerks 1's the
Oh,
same way.
really?
Clerks 2,
Yeah.
after Dante and Randall move, find the clerks or the Quickie Mart burning down, for the next like 5 minutes, it's nothing. It's just them music playing in the
Mhm.
background as they're driving into
dude.
their new job.
So it stuck to the
Kind of
stuck to the formula. Yeah. But it was great. It was the way it was very familiar. I'll say that, man. It was awesome.
And
It was
I will say this,
unfamiliar to me, but it was still very enjoyable. Just to kind of see
you
like,
need to okay.
Dante
there's
opening up
anything
the
you
store, and then they're like taking a
Mhm.
break, and they're playing hockey on the roof. and
that was
just
pretty
yeah.
line
that's-
of customers just like, where the hell are these guys?
Theo, I'm gonna say this: you need to watch the movies, and if I have to, you can have my login. I know Jerry's got them all too, but you need to watch them because I'm gonna need somebody to go see Clerks 3 with me in theaters.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's from the trailer. It is laden with references.
Oh yeah.
To like the other clerks, or just kind of like that entire like world,
To
including, like
Clerks,
Dogma,
no, to
Mall Rats, all that.
more so to Clerks 1 from the
Okay.
trailer and stuff like that. But it's gonna talk a little bit more about probably Clerks 2. But
Mm.
and then what's her face being back for the movie.
From
From the original movie?
No, she was on the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the
Yeah.
original movie.
Yeah,
You know who I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, she's actually never really been gone. She works on every one of Kevin Smith's movies, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but like this is I guess it's
Marilyn
Who else
Gigliotti of
Yeah.
Veronica.
Yes, that's right.
yeah.
So you need to see the first one to truly understand how significant her being back for Clerks 3 is really gonna be. Because at the end of Clerks 1, she's like bye.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just seeing everybody is gonna be great. But how
were
was
so-
that panel?
We were surprised that Rosario Dawson didn't get to make it to that panel because she was at the Funko panel the next day.
Yeah, and
We were
Sunday.
a little surprised by that. So she probably was just busy Saturday, but we were a little surprised by that.
So how was the panel itself?
It was good. It was really fun. Like Kevin kept it a little short with Clerks 3. We kind of just breezed by that just a little bit, and then it was just really a lot of fan questions.
That's pretty much it. Like,
A
he
lot
really
of
just gave it to
Kevin's
the
stories,
fans.
like just
Yeah.
him just really getting into his stories.
A
It
lot
was
of
only-
ranting.
It was
and
only
just
supposed to be an
answering
hour. And
questions.
he pushed it to an hour and a half just
Yeah.
because of his stuff and everything. But no, yeah, it was great, especially having and seeing Jason looking really healthy looked just freaking
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice.
He looked really good.
Especially in
even
comparison
better
to the last time I saw him when
from
we were
E3.
at E3. Yeah.
Yeah. And even then, that's probably the healthiest I've ever seen him. Too,
Right.
Yeah.
is,
Did they
you
still
know,
have that minute
um,
where Kevin asked Jason how long he's been sober?
No.
Oh
No.
because I know
So-
like before, like he would always get asked just because like it's obviously a
Well,
huge thing.
Mm.
Jay's been sober since Clerks 2.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I know, but like
Wow.
they've always
Um,
had it like this.
so-
Like it was a big thing because
Oh,
obviously
it was a
like
big running. Yeah.
he was always like
No, I
So-
think he's at a point like when
He's-
he walked out on stage, he just looked
Just
he
good.
looked good.
I mean-
yeah, he looked good, man.
I mean,
Very
he's
healthy.
married, he's
yeah.
a dad now. He's got a lot to really focus on. But that's the thing is the studio would not give Kevin Smith the funding to make Clerks 2 if Muse was going to not be sober. So
mhm.
that was the thing. And furthermore, is that whole story in Clerks 2. This is why Jerry knows the story from Clerks 2, and you haven't seen it, but is in the movie they talk about how Jay and Silent Bob got busted driving down the boardwalk with the airbags deployed on the car, and that's how they had to go to 6 months. So that's actually pseudo what happened to Jay.
Mm.
He got busted driving the car down the boardwalk, and they said you either go to rehab or you go to county.
Okay.
So he went to rehab. He's
Kevin
getting
actually
clean.
also told a story with relations to Lionsgate is that due to the number of physical copies sold, Blu-ray and DVD, is what supported Lionsgate to give them the budget and let them do what they needed to do in order to get those kinds of sales again.
That's awesome.
Boom.
And I mean, if we're
Physical,
talking about
baby.
Suez,
Physical.
Harvey Weinstein. Okay,
Physical.
can we just say, can Harvey Weinstein please just give it up and let Dogma be released in the States? Because-
Remember, I
Bro.
said, dude, I mentioned that too.
Yes, you
I was
did.
Like, dude, if only we can get Dogma back. Yeah,
That's the only thing. And
yeah,
it's
he still
because
ose it.
of-
Yeah, and
Weinstein.
then they kind of
Nice.
joked around about the Clerks animated show and like the hardships between them
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hulu.
Yeah,
And then they joked
Is it
around was like
safe?
they joked around was like, Kevin, do you think if you get another heart attack they'll allow Clerks?
the cartoon.
Is it safe? Is it safe?
Uh,
Which
I
she
don't
needed-
understand
but-
that reference.
Then how?
Jerry understands the reference because you've seen Clerks animated, right, Jerry?
Oh, I saw it once. It was good.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
It
was
brings
like,
it brings
uh,
it back full circle from the
It-
start
yeah,
of the show.
It kind of does. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the start of the
Hey.
show, Jerry, what happened, man? Like, please tell this story with Kevin Smith, sir.
Oh well.
Why?
Oh, that's right.
Why
Well,
did you
so
not?
the first time the people that they were pitching it to passed, but
No,
the
no,
thing,
they're talking about movies
no,
right now.
no.
Movies.
oh,
No,
Sunday.
we're talking about
I'm
you
not talking
being
about
like
movies.
missing away from
Oh.
missing
your
a
shot.
and
I mean
missing your
Sunday.
shot,
Oh
dude.
yeah, I know, dude. I know. I focused on getting to the con, and I should have
Lies.
just taken a minute
Lies.
and just
Uh-oh.
I did check. I caved. I caved.
So we
And
were
I'm
walking
not
with
like that.
Pierre.
It's not like that, but it's
We were walking
it's
with
so
Pierre,
weird. It
and
was just like, man, yeah.
They made.
I
they
was
turned a
seeing my
bar into
childhood, dude, and
movies.
I just yeah.
They turned a bar into movies, and we
Yeah.
saw and we walked right by the front and just kind of see the line going on. And Kevin is there
I totally paused.
giving
I
hugs
totally
to people
paused.
in line, and it was like, and I turned to Jerry, it's like, dude, this Kevin Smith's like, dude,
Yeah.
here's your opportunity. Like, it's like, nah, like he's busy, and I was like, and it's like that line isn't for the hugs; it's to get into movies. Like, I don't think they're gonna mind if you step in for one quick hug, but yeah.
Yeah. I even paused. The moment I hit the street, I saw him.
He paused.
I paused, and I just like,
Ugh.
oh my god, he's right
I
there.
did
And
I
then-
did realize Kevin Smith is a lot shorter than I thought he was.
Yeah, he's a short.
Yeah.
A lot shorter
But
than I thought he was.
yeah, dude. I'll definitely be kicking myself for that moment.
Yeah,
But
as you should,
yeah.
as you should,
All right.
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
you should.
But still,
So,
to support Jerry, he was courteous and polite of the situation. He didn't necessarily like try to fanboy and like freak the hell out and
Yeah,
scream
like,
like
we
a
were-
little girl.
I mean,
Yeah.
like that's isn't that
I
SDCC?
appreciate
though?
him as a
It's-
fan.
Yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah.
he respects
Mhm.
the space of
But it
Kevin
was
Smith
so.
and
yeah.
other
But,
stars.
but honestly, even still, like it was so cool seeing him that up close, and that was the thing. Like it may have been a short line, but he really like he was talking to him. Like it was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, get in. Like, oh, so tell me about you. Like, just like classic Kevin Smith,
you-
bro. Like,
could you,
Ah.
but you could have taken that opportunity to also be like, here's my card.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he's an idol for you. I mean, honestly, you do top me when it comes to Kevin Smith fandom. I mean, I love Kevin Smith, but you
Yeah, dude. It
love
was just
Kevin.
it was crazy. Like and that's the thing. Like I've worked with stars before, and it's I have never gotten that like I guess starstruck, but
Yeah.
I saw my childhood, and it
In
was
comparison to you and Kevin Smith, makes me think how Kevin felt about Stan Lee and in the stories
Yeah,
that he told us. during that.
Probably, yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say that is the relationship there.
yeah. I would
Right.
say it's close to that, and
And a
such a heartfelt story about like
Mhm.
him like going from a fan and becoming friends with Stan
Yeah.
Lee. It was
Mhm.
sweet.
And then also never remembering Jason Mewes' name.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was
So
telling us,
let's-
like every time that we come back to the con and like in passing in Hall H, Stan's always like, Kevin's
And hey.
friend. Even though
That's
Jason's
so
with
funny.
him all the time.
Yeah, and he didn't care. Jason was like, I didn't care.
It's Stan Lee.
It's Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
Yeah. Stan Lee.
At least he recognized me.
All
Like
right.
it was funny.
So let's close out tonight with a little collector's corner. It's been a little bit, and
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
I got you.
I think Jason, do you have anything to add collector's corner this week?
I'm so it's funny that you say that because I'm trying to get rid of a lot of things that I have collected.
Oh.
So I got
Getting rid of, huh?
Yeah, getting rid of. I got like some Persona 5 Funko Pops that I'm trying to get rid of.
I remember you telling me that you've been trying to get rid of those for a little while, or you've been thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I did find a couple of Sonic cats that I was just like, yo, dude, like,
Oh, dang.
Nice.
pretty sick.
Oh,
Sonic
sick,
cat.
yo.
So
Okay.
just
If you sell
going
those, I
through-
bet you could get some good money for those.
Oh yeah, they're the original snapbacks too. They're actual snapbacks.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
so there's another one, but
Yeah.
just been going through some of the old stuff, and I'm like, man, I just not a use for them anymore. It's like I remember when I did get it, and I was like,
Mhm.
all right, I'll put it up somewhere, and just never did. And
See, and
just-
you know what, Jason, I feel for you too, because I look at some of my stuff too that I have, and I know what I want to start bringing in, and I'm like, some of the stuff might just have to go.
yeah,
you
and
know?
that's some of the stuff I'm just
It'll go to storage first, and then I'll kind of mull it over and think about it, because I don't want it. Some of the stuff that
Yeah,
you can't find on eBay or anything anymore. So,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like you can't.
but when
find
it's
it,
in
I'm like,
storage,
oh.
that value goes up because when you finally
Yes.
remember, that value will
Yep.
be there.
Yeah, so
So-
it's some of the things I'm like, I'm like trying to get rid of. Some of the things I'm like, oh man, I forgot I had these, and just put them off again to the side, just like dust
Yep.
them off again. So no, that might.
So before we let the Comic-Con boys go, so
Yeah.
I'll follow up, Jason. I've got a couple of pieces that are going into the collection. So we all know me and Top Gun. So I did get a hold of.
Nice.
I thought you were
Iceman's-
gonna come in with a mustache.
And I'm
man,
just gonna
like-
point out. I'm just gonna point out if we ever get new listeners, we are definitely never going to be talking about good financial choices on this podcast.
And this
Not that
isn't
podcast.
happening every week either, like my budget cannot. I'm gonna be like, yo, here's a new
I was
Pixar
telling you,
guy.
Collector's Corner is
nearly
not
blew
every
my
episode.
budget on the first day.
No, it's not every episode.
It's like, hey, look,
but-
I got a marker today.
No, I had to get this ordered directly from the company because
Oh,
it has been discontinued completely, and what's out there is out there because they're limited. And they
Okay.
are numbered.
Oh, sick, yo.
And-
they are numbered.
They-
Nice.
They are numbered, yeah.
Out of how many?
mine's
Like 100?
That one is 686 out of 1100.
Oh, nice. Oh,
There you
cool.
go. Okay.
So, all of the big F-14s that I have are all limited editions. But because of the popularity of Top Gun Maverick, all of them spiked in price.
Yeah.
So I happen to
Mm.
go to the company's website, and they're like, "Hey, it's on sale for $120 US." I'm like,
Oh,
sold.
damn.
Oh,
There you go.
sweet.
That was below original list. So I got that one. And then talking about Trek,
Oh,
I got it.
okay.
Yeah.
so
What is that?
USS
I don't know what that
I don't
is.
know what
So-
that is.
Jerry knows
I
exactly what
believe
this
it would
is.
be a passenger carrier to when they go down to
No.
the planets, or no?
that
No,
is
no, that's a full ship.
No, that is
Oh.
the USS Defiant,
Yeah.
which goes.
I
back
wasn't
to
even close.
It goes back to DS9. I had to text a picture to our buddy John because he was a Klingon on DS9 for one of his roles. Yes,
Oh, I gotta go
Um,
back to see that.
yeah, and then the other one, as I drop it off the stand,
Oh.
is
Generation. Oh no, that's not Generation.
no. This is the Enterprise E. So this is the one
Oh, okay.
from First Contact.
There's
and
multiple enterprises,
yeah,
Oh
yes.
yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
bro.
Some don't even look like that.
So
Isn't
there's-
Discovery an Enterprise as well? Like
no.
Enterprise Discovery? No.
Discovery, no.
No, it's just
So there's
USS
been
Discovery.
there's NX-01, which was the Archer Enterprise, which was Scott Bakula. There's the OG Enterprise from original series, and there's the A, which you got to see in 4. Then there was a B, a C. The D was the Next Generation show. The E, the F is at the end of Nemesis that you got to see them rebuilding Theo at the end of that trash
Okay.
movie. And then they do have 2 other variants that are part of like other shows where they show that. But yeah. So that's those came in, my 2 Star Trek ships came in today. I'm probably going to get the bigger variants now, because I would
Sweet.
equate to these sizes as being basically the 1/100 scale of my F14s. The
Okay.
bigger ones are the 1/72 scales, so they're like
Nice.
much bigger. So,
Okay.
all right, Theo, Jerry, which one do you want to go first?
So let's just trek along.
Good transition.
Yeah,
I'll
good
start us
transition.
off because like we know me that I kind of stick to Artist Alley quite a bit, and like I definitely dropped quite a bit in
Yes.
Artist Alley as normal. So I'll start with one which just hit to my heartstrings because we all know how I am with Tigger and Stitch. So we have
Oh,
Stitch
Aw.
as Tigger.
that is
Yeah.
awesome.
Aw.
Jerry, you're up. Then I'll
I
go
got
again.
I did a little army build, so I found some stormtroopers. Oh man, you can't see. I gotta
Get rid of your blur, sir.
You gotta
Dirty
get rid of the blur.
man. Let the people see a dirty room.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
It's got some army builds. Some this is from the Mandalorian, the Scorcher, and then
Yeah,
just got another
OG. Okay.
yeah, OG, and then stealth Captain Carter.
They need to have this.
Nice.
They need to have this.
And then
All right.
this was my
Stormtrooper.
big one, the deluxe Mando when he fought the Mudhorn.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
With
So-
Baby Groot. Nice.
Did
Yeah.
you go all the way to Comic-Con and not come back with anything that's TMNT?
Oh.
No, I did
yeah,
not.
you didn't
actually.
get any TNT.
No. I didn't actually. Well, I would have if NECA was selling some of those figures, but no, it was just a showcase. But I got a lot of cool pictures of
Okay.
some really cool stuff. Even like the last Ronin figures. Like
He was really tempted by something from Artist Alley, but he was sold out of what he wanted. It was a
Yeah.
6-card set that did
oh
some
yeah,
really cool
it was
stuff.
cool. But yeah, they sold out.
But it was by the same artist that did this beauty right here.
Mm,
How did you not
So
pick
awesome.
that up?
Yeah, what
I know,
Jerry?
dude. You know what? I stayed strong, bro. I stayed strong.
You probably ran
Yeah,
out
he
of
definitely
money.
stayed a
He
lot
stayed
stronger
strong
than
though.
me.
His
Stayed
wallet said,
strong.
"I can't afford it anymore."
I stayed focused on I stayed focused on figures and I didn't go overboard.
I definitely went
Yeah.
overboard. Even though I still showed restraint, I still went overboard.
yeah. And then last, I actually started a volume of this independent artist and creators. I actually really just enjoyed the story, and it's actually got its own universe. So I'm gonna try it out. This is actually the first volume from, I believe 1 to 7 or 1 to 8.
1 to 7 for
What,
that.
One
what
to
is
seven?
what is
Okay.
the product? Like, let's give a shout out to those people.
So it's by Stranger Comics.
Stranger
We also
Comics.
did a little networking with the art director there.
Yeah.
So
And
Yeah.
he was nice enough to actually put the card in his wallet. So
Yeah,
he's definitely
so- and
prepared
he's-
to hear from us.
he's actually expecting an email from us, so we just got to go on the
like,
site
what's
and
shouting
send him
out
an
though?
email.
Like, what's
Yeah.
the shout out for? Like, what's
Yeah.
the book? What's the book? Like, what's
It's Stranger Comics. It follows this god by Niobe. So it definitely follows more of kind of like an African, like kind of a Wakanda type of thing, but involving with gods of light and dark and everything. And they currently have 6 volumes out for different stories, and it's kind of
Nice.
like a kind of play on Marvel with having intertwined stories and
Yeah.
everything kind of spreading. So the start of the beginning story with Untamed is going to be a set of 7. Niobe is going to be a set of 4. Dusu is another character that's going to be a set of 3, and they only did 1 run for Etherdane. And it's very mythical, it's very magical as well, and it's also
but there's a
very
lot of
gritty
lore.
and dark as well.
There's a lot. Yeah. So the Untamed that I started is about the gods before Akobe, Niobe. So it's about the gods that formed before Niobe, and you kind of get like their backstory, and everything intertwines heading towards Niobe and that story. So I
Oh,
wanted to.
okay.
I decided to start that and
nice?
kind of give it a chance because it was a cool story, and they were a really cool kiosk. Like they were super sweet.
And I actually started the one that you hinted at me and at first, and I wound up like inadvertently spending $110 was inadvertently was Above the Clouds was the
Oh,
one
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
essentially a silent telling story in comics, so there's no words for a good portion of the comic
Wow.
until
It's all interpretive, yeah.
until
Okay.
it gets to the when you look into the mind or her imagination of the lead character, then people start to speak.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
started
filled
off
with
pretty
like
good.
different creatures and stuff like that. It was very interesting as well. So yeah, we bought that one as well.
Alrighty. So after everything's said and done, is it going to become a yearly thing?
Yes,
Absolutely. Yeah.
especially
be-
at the very least, one reason being that we don't want to go through the hell of trying to get tickets again.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you miss one
Well-
year, you're off that priority list that you can't.
Wow.
Well,
you're
I did tell Jerry what you guys should do next year.
stop.
Try and go for media.
Media
Oh,
Oh
access.
yeah, we
we
talked
can,
about
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we
So,
saw the press lines and we were kind of like, what does that take? Like,
Yeah.
what
Especially on
can we
preview
get
day.
there?
Yeah. So I will
think
say
we-
this. All right. We don't know what E3 is going to look like in June. Okay.
Right.
I'm just going to preface this.
Hmm.
Okay. But if E3 is not better than what it has been, or is at least at a bare minimum, it's as good as it was in 2019, which we all know it wasn't great.
Hmm.
Does Comic-Con yearly replace E3 yearly?
It could.
Good.
I'm down.
I
mean,
me personally, my
mean, if
wallet
we-
hopes not.
I was gonna say, I was kind of thinking like if we regularly get press, like I could definitely see just doing probably both.
My
Especially since it's
wallet
pretty close.
hopes not, just because it's literally like in the same time zone as
If it's
Evo.
helpful, if we're in for press, I'm sure we'll be too busy to even spend that much money.
No, I'm just saying, like it's just relatively in the same time zone as Evo in Vegas, and
Oh,
Vegas drains a lot.
Are
of
you going
money.
to try and
But
are you going to
both-
be trying
yeah,
to
Vegas is
go to Evo?
Oh, I am going to Evo this year. It's actually
Nice,
next
dude.
week. It's
When
actually
is it?
Oh,
next,
sick.
next week, next Thursday.
Are you driving
nice,
to
dude.
Vegas? Or you
I
flying?
might fly out. It might be cheaper to fly out,
Oh, okay.
just because
Okay.
gas prices
Yes.
are going to be like $100 one way.
I mean, we didn't do too bad in Jerry's car from Arizona to Cali.
That should have
Yeah,
been like one tank.
Yeah, I mean it is one
Which way?
tank, but still, it's like a full tank is like $80, $70. So I might just
Fair
fly out
enough.
there.
At least
It's my-
because you're starting in California. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. We definitely didn't fill up in California once.
No.
Not even close.
We did
Did
not.
you guys see the prices though? And you're just like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even then.
Once we got in, I think the highest we saw was
Mm.
709.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Insane.
that's why I'm like, I might just fly out to Vegas. Just be
What is
cheaper.
it? Thursday to what, Jay?
It's next. So Evo is next Thursday to next Sunday, the 4th through the 7th, I believe. Yeah. And I'll be with you guys the Tuesday before, which is the 2nd. You know?
Dude,
Sweet,
you can
dude.
get
Oh, and really
flying
quick,
out of
really quick, Jerry, Josh did correct us. You did walk out with TMNT stuff because he gave you that poster.
Oh,
Josh
that's
gave you,
true.
Josh
That's
gave you
true.
that TMNT
Oh,
poster.
Thank you.
See?
He corrected us here.
Thank you, bro. That is
So,
true. I do
to
have
Jason's
that poster
point. So Jason, to your point, flying out of
that I
Long
mentioned earlier
Beach.
too.
is running like 130 to 150 round trip.
Oh, not bad.
But
But-
here- but
Now, I did find one that I'm curious about and I might do.
Oh my god.
It is, I think, $40 round trip.
Oh my
leaving
God.
out of
If he-
I
Irvine.
don't
if he
even
utters
imagine what
Spirit
this
or
is.
anything
if
like,
he utters Spirit or Frontier Airlines, no.
bro. Mm-mm. Don't
That's
do it.
why I'm like,
Bro,
I kind of
bro.
want to
Do it.
know. I
Mm-mm.
kind of want to know.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No,
It's
you
only,
don't.
It's only
no.
an hour flight. What
Oh
could go
my
wrong
God,
in 1
bro.
hour?
You can get
Okay.
delayed 24 hours,
Yep.
Yeah.
like I did.
Your flight will just get straight up canceled.
Yeah, bro. And all we were
Um,
waiting on was a part. One part.
Okay. So if we want to talk Frontier, right, and Spirit, because they're
Ugh.
actually looking at merging right now into
Oh.
one airline.
Oh God.
They make you pay for everything. So there's no,
They do.
you have to pay for your soda. You have to pay for your warm cookie now. You have to pay for your bags regardless.
Yeah.
Even carry-on bags.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
saw. I was like,
Your
what the
personal item is the only thing that you don't have to pay for. Okay. Their seats don't recline.
Nope.
It is like you're in a jump seat, pretty much.
Like you guys are making it
And-
sound so bad, but literally from
Yes, it
Cali to
is.
Vegas is like 40
Jason, you
minutes.
can't even, there's they call it a device table, and it
But
is
how-
literally this big.
Even though
can
you
barely
say
put anything on it.
it's only an hour, like try to imagine you being in the squat position for an hour. You gonna do that?
Yes.
You gonna be
Being
in squat
like,
position for an hour?
And-
for
hold on.
$40 round trip, maybe,
Oh
bro.
my God.
That
like-
still ain't worth it. You gotta pay me more to do a squat for 45 minutes.
Just, you got
I know for $40.
for $40.
Hey, man, hey, dude.
That's
you
1
go
hour
easy.
of discomfort.
Hey, dog.
No.
You're getting a little
Versus
Chris
4
Rock.
hours of me
like-
driving, pay my own car, my own gas.
Dude.
You know,
Hey, man, for $40.
round trip too.
Think
That's round
so.
trip. That's to and from. That's it.
That's $20 a flight. Hey,
That's $20 a
hey,
flight. What can you get? You
I
can't
can't even
get
transition
a lunch
us to
for
closing
$20,
this.
Oh,
sir.
God.
I'm getting
Oh
a
my God,
flight.
dude.
All right.
Get
So-
out of here.
Dude,
So
$40.
we're gonna bring this back.
Ridiculous,
These
Jason.
guys, and I want to thank everybody who crashed game night with us tonight in the chat, especially our buddy Josh. We love you, Josh. We got to get you actually
Yes,
on
we do.
here one
We
of
love
these.
you.
action
Yeah, we gotta get
days.
you.
Yes.
bro.
Love you, bro.
But if this was your first time tuning in, and you like what you heard, please make sure to hit that subscribe button on the platform you're watching us on or listening to us on. You can head on over to crashinggamenight.com to check out our past episodes, as well as our website not only has the live updating feed of the audio podcast, but it has now been upgraded to include the live video updates of our YouTube videos. That's both the podcast when we do the unboxings, the game previews like we did for Division Resurgence. So that is all on the website now. So head on over there, find the platform you want to watch us on. But right now, things are still crazy going on in the world. So please just be excellent to each other. Stay frosty.
That's right, baby. Because it's been a little hot with the hate. So come on, show that support. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. So yes, continue showing that support, baby. For Black Lives Matter, stop that Asian hate. You know, we're still fighting for our women's voice. Please show support, and of course our LGBTQ plus community. You know, to end on a high note today, we were just discussing this before we were recording, the overall atmosphere of Comic-Con. You think something like that with so many people, it would get a little confrontational, but honestly, this was very nice that the overall atmosphere was just so pleasant. Everyone was helpful. Everyone was just happy to be there and happy to give you information and lend a hand. Let's take something from that and just be a little bit more supportive.
Because Jared and I are
patient.
definitely going to pay it forward. Like
Yes,
we helped out where we could, but yeah,
Yeah.
we're definitely paying it forward.
absolutely. And yeah, let's just keep that going, because it just made it all that more an amazing experience, and it was great. It was great feelings that way. So yeah, let's just show more support. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys, and definitely shout out to Josh out there in the chat. Definitely it was fun chatting with you, man. As always, please, as Jerry and Theo probably had to go through with vaccination cards, if that's what it takes to get all these Comic-Cons, all these E3s, Evo, whatever it may be, I mean, it might be the new norm. So please, hopefully we can get out of this COVID-19 after 3 years. We're coming up on that 3-year anniversary. Unbelievable. But still, people are getting it. So if you can, please get vaccinated if you can. Shout outs to all the frontline workers out there, retail officers, nurses. We just had a huge job fair at the VA stadium, VA hospital in Long Beach. So, hopefully we got a lot more people out there, you know, just supporting and helping the community, you know, like we're all in this together, you know, one love, all that craziness. But as always, you know, just be kind, rewind, you know, play it, push it forward, like Theo say, you know, have a good time, you know, stay frosty. And my man, Theo, I missed you last week, but we had a substitute for you last week. We had a substitute.
Yeah,
but my man,
I heard.
Bring it on home.
I am going to actually piggyback a little bit on Jason with the frontliners. I definitely want to give a special shout out to all the people that were working the Comic-Con. Like, they did such a fabulous job of everything. Like, not even just the volunteers, but the staff liners, the workers. Like, in accordance with COVID, like how much they enforced the rules with everything with respondents to COVID, and everything was just fantastic. Like even
very
Jerry,
organized.
even Jerry and I were like, every now and then we pull aside a worker and was like, you're appreciated. You're not being forgotten here. And like, it was just so awesome to see. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. Till next time, TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
Figures.